All right, so I just wanted to make a video, basically giving a recap on my experience in the G League training camp, uh, giving advice to players on what to expect, what not to expect, and really just sharing information with other players. I feel that on this subject in particular, there's not really many resources out there to give you information on it, so I just wanted to basically make myself a resource. All right, so for those who don't know me, my name is Cameron Vines. I played D2 basketball, was a pretty good player on that level. After college, I went to play pro ball overseas, first in Germany and Spain. And after I finished those 2 seasons, I decided to go to open tryouts for a couple teams in the NBA G League this year. So I started my G League tryout process with the Texas Legends, which is the Dallas Mavericks G League team. Played well in that one, but I guess I didn't stand out enough. Then I went to the Fort Wayne Mad Ants one and did pretty well there, but didn't get a call back on that. So I said I'm gonna give it one more try. Went to Detroit, didn't talk to any coaches prior, and ended up getting a call back on that one. It's important for you to know as a player that in these open tryouts, there's a good chance you might get overlooked, which I did 2 times. And on the third time, it just happened to turn out in my favor. So, if you're a player and you go to one of these things, don't get discouraged if you get overlooked because it happens. It happens a lot. It's 100 and something people at each one of these open tryouts. So if you get overlooked, that just means that it just wasn't your day. But all you can do is just go out there and play your best. But as far as I go, I was cut at the final cuts. I think what hurt me was that I started off playing, nervous, not playing my game. And so then as a week passed by, I started getting in my groove and I started playing real good. But I think when you come from an underdog position, honestly, because you can't afford to have a day off. And in these type of camps, they already have the majority of their guys, and they're really just looking to fill about 1 or 2 spots. And so, if you don't come showing the guys who are already on the team, the guys from last year, showing them up, they'll always have some type of reasoning to get rid of you. So anyway, from there, I went to training camp. With the team, you basically just learn all the plays. You went through practice like an ordinary practice, like a college practice. A lot of the training camp is just working through plays, a lot of walkthroughs, a lot of uh, just shooting around, shooting drills, and stuff like that. When you first get there, one thing they will do is test everyone's conditioning. So, you'll probably have 2 practices in a day or one big practice for 2.5 hours, one hard practice where you're going to be running, you're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and there's only going to be like 2 breaks, and you're going to go from one drill to the next to the next. And the reason they do that is because they want to see who has endurance and who can play while they're fatigued. And so, coming into the training camp, it's important that you be ready and work on that conditioning as much as you can. One thing they do is they have the two-way guys who are guys who are automatically on the team. They also have affiliate guys who are automatically on the team. So these guys have a little bit more free range than everyone else who came through open trial or who are new on the team. So you kind of have to just really pick your spots and show and burst your potential and what you can do. But it's gonna be hard to focus on just like, oh, I'm gonna score, I'm gonna put the ball in the basket, because you gotta run the offense. Not to mention, as I said, these guys who are already on the team will usually have the ball in their hands most of the time, and so it's important that you do other things well, such as like stick good defense, talking on defense, and getting through screens, getting deflections, stuff like that. Like you got to do the little stuff to actually stand out, which a lot of people don't know. You probably will shoot no more than like 6 to 8 times a practice. So you have to show your worth in different ways. And not to mention, it's going to be like 15 to 17 guys at the camp. So it's only 10 people on the court at a time. So you'll be getting subbed in and stuff like that, 3 to 4 minutes at a time, where you got to try to show your worth. You probably would get in a scrimmage situation one to three shots, but it's important that you show your worth in other ways and get rebounds, do stuff like that. And that's really all I have to say on this subject. From this point on, I'll try to continue in doing these videos. This will be my first one. Apologies if it seems a little rough, but um, I'm going to just keep working on it, trying to keep improving. But that's really all I got. So if anyone has any basketball related questions, uh, leave a comment or hit me up directly and just let me know if you want me to make a video on a certain subject or you want me to give you advice on anything. I'm just really willing to help the next player so they won't have to make the same mistakes I've made. So thank you for watching, and I will be back soon.